Hello, brothers and sisters in Christ. This is Brother Nicholas here. We're going to be doing a quick study, and it's going to be called Therefore Love is the Fulfilling of the Law. God is love, as we'll see in First John. Um, Basically, what I'm going to get at here is in Romans 2:24. For as it is written, the name of God is blasphemed among the Gentiles because of you. Why is that? Because love does no wrong to neighbor, therefore fulfilling of the law. And basically, it comes down to this: if the Christian does not show love to everybody, which is basically every neighbor, a neighbor is every single person on earth. So no matter who it is, no matter what their background, you should be showing love to them. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Anybody who does not love does not know God, because God is love. As we see in Romans 13:10, love does no wrong to a neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. It talks about that in previous chapters of Romans, I believe. Um, Talks about how what right here, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. In previous chapters of the book of Romans, it basically talks about the law and how there were certain Jews who were trying to keep the law of God, even though it's impossible to keep the full law of God through just the law of works. It talks about the law of works as well in Romans, but we live by the law of faith, and fulfills the law, because through the law of faith we do no wrong to neighbor. Now, do we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. Christ was the icon. Christ was the standard of every single Christian. No, we're not going to be able to be sinless in this world, because sin dwells in our flesh. Therefore, sin or our flesh in our flesh dwells no good thing. It talks about that in Romans as well. I've been going through Romans now. I've pretty much gone through about 3 times, and it basically touches on the law. Talks about faith, talks about love, as we see here. Which great. It also talks about grace. Grace is huge for a Christian walk. Why? Because without grace, we have nothing. Without Jesus Christ, without the grace through Jesus Christ and His sacrifice, we have nothing, because we have no grace. Right. So also talks about works, as I said before, and but God is love. He doesn't want to see anybody perish. That's why He's long suffering. That's why He has patience, that no one would be lost. It gets pretty heavy in the book of Romans as well. It talks about election and what that goes into, but that's beyond any of us, really. Like, who are we to question God? It talks about in Romans as well. Anyways, guys, so let us love, which is the fulfilling of the law, because God is love. God is very patient, and also talks in the Psalms. I was reading through the Psalms the other day. It talks about how the mercy of God endures forever, His mercy endures forever, and how He is patient as well. So, anyways, guys, really quick one. It was a quick study, but let us love all, because if not, then this happens right here. The name of God is blasphemed among the Gentiles through you. This is where it goes against trying to fulfill the law through works, which is impossible, because no one is perfect save but God and Jesus. Jesus being God, but so we do not want this to happen. I've heard the songs. I've heard other people cursing out Jesus. Why is that? Because they're not loving their neighbor. That's what it's all about, guys. Loving every single being on this planet, every single other human being on this planet, because love is the fulfillment of the law. All right, guys, that's it for me today. I might do another video today here on this Sunday. I pray you all have a blessed week and rest of the weekend. And I will talk to you all later. All right, see you guys.